Hey, before I even start y'all again, man, I just gotta say, me and Doc be talking all stream. This should have been happening with the video chat, but the
Word.
debut on the podcast, like I'm really grateful, bro, to like have me on this
Man,
shit, bro. Like we
already.
always talk about being respectful and always like showing your love and you know what I mean, giving you flowers, making sure
Man,
people know you really be putting on for like smaller people in the community
I
and you built
appreciate
your
that,
shit from
bro.
the ground up. So
Yes,
I just
sir.
want to say that shit first, man. Like word.
Man, that
But
means a
yeah, I'm
lot,
on
dog.
Hulu.
Thank you, bro. That means a lot for real.
All
Thank
love,
you.
bro. All love,
Thank
bro.
you, bro.
All love. But
Already.
yeah,
Yes, sir, man. So we about to go ahead and get started, man. You ready?
you already know it. Let's
Let's
get
get it,
it.
man. You born ready, ain't got to get ready. Yo, what's good, y'all, man? We back again for another episode of Pride Talks Live with the Doc, man. Podcast. This will be episode 7, man. Big number 7. Lucky number 7 as well, man. So, yeah, man, I got my boy
Nice.
Unruly Disciple here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to interview him, talk to him, get to know him a little bit. Then, you know, we're going to get into some fun and get some games going. You know, let's get right into it, man. What do you say?
I said the Mountaintop Boys.
Yes, sir, man. So let's get right to it, man. So your name, Rudy. What do you like to go by? What's your preferred name to go by? Where you're from, and how long you been playing Tekken, man?
Bad, man. Hey, before I even start y'all again, man, I just gotta say, me and Doc be talking all stream. This should have been happening with the video chat, but the
Word.
debut on the podcast, like I'm really grateful, bro, to like have me on this
Man,
shit, bro. Like
already.
we always talk about being respectful and always like showing your love and you know what I mean, giving you flowers, making sure people know you really be putting on for like smaller people in the community.
I
And you
appreciate
built your
that,
shit
bro.
from the ground up. So
Yes,
I just
sir.
want to say that shit first, man. Like word.
Man, that
But
means
yeah,
a
I'm
lot,
on
dog.
Hulu.
Thank you, bro. That means a lot for real.
All
Thank
love,
you.
bro. All love, bro.
Thank you, bro.
All love. But
Already.
yeah, I'm a Unruly Disciple. I'm from Richmond, Virginia.
Yes,
My
sir.
real name is Edric.
Okay.
And I go by Ed, Eddie. You know, I told y'all before I was Ed and Eddie ass.
Yep.
nigga.
Yep. I remember.
Yep. So when you yell out Ed in the chat and shit, I kind of be looking up like, what he say?
Right.
Every
Right.
time. Yeah, I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I've been playing Tekken. Like I played since Tekken 2. You know, just kind of mashing, young boy. Whenever that came out, I was like, however old, young.
Right.
But Tekken 3 is kind of when I remember falling in love with it for sure.
Right.
And I remember,
They had Jin on the cover on Tekken 3, right?
yup.
Okay.
Who?
Jin.
Yup, Jim was that was his debut in Tekken
Okay.
3, yup.
Okay.
Yup. And fucking, I remember America had just started getting a lot of like the Kung Fu movies and shit. And, you know, a lot of times they have released years ago, but we was always late or whatever.
Right. Right.
So fucking Jackie Chan that kind of started getting over here.
Right.
And I remember I watched Super Cop and
Hey,
they kind of
yep, with Jackie Chan and Michelle
Yeah.
Yeoh, I believe.
yeah,
that's
she
my
was in
joint,
the
man. That's my
Yeah, she
joint.
was in the- Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's when I fell in love with the character. I kind of
Yep.
just ran from there.
Yeah.
Then I played 4 and 5. I played Tekken 4 and 5, but I missed 6 and Tekken Tag 2. Like I played
Okay.
those kind of just in passing, like at a homie crib or whatever.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man.
that's-
Shout out to Michelle Yeoh. I believe she just won an Oscar for that Everything and Everywhere All at Once or something like that. You know that movie?
Yup.
Yeah, I believe she
Yup,
just won an
have you
Oscar.
seen
So
it?
shout out to Michelle Yeoh. Now I haven't seen it yet. I need to go watch it. We might need to do that for movie night, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty original script. Like it's a lot of silly, unique stuff going on. in it.
Right, right.
It's a good movie though. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a good movie
man.
nonetheless.
That's what's
It
up.
deserved all the
That's
stuff it got.
That's
But
what's up, man.
Angela Bassett should have won Best Actress and shit, but it's cool.
You know how that go. I have to drop that in there. You know what I'm talking about?
It's fine.
You know
It's
what I'm talking about? Can't sleep on Angela Bassett, but Michelle Yeoh's probably long overdue too. You know what I'm saying? So, but you definitely right, man. Now, I want to piggyback on something you said. You man, what was it, man? Oh, you mentioned Ed. Yeah, because I shout out Ed a lot because Ed is the one that got me into streaming, man. So that is dope, man. It's just all the Eds be holding me down.
Oh, that
man.
is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
The Eds be holding me down, man. The
Because
universe.
fucking me and Sage had a convo before, and we was talking about like just being like a conduit, just Sage was from 757, I was 804.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? He go telling me, Ed started making you stream Tekken, and now we right here streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, man.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of commonalities, man. What they say, only 6 degrees of separation. So it's just, You know, you always connected to somebody in some way or form or facet, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Before we get too far into it, I want to know, how did you come up with the name Unruly Disciple? 'Cause I remember when you first joined the stream, but I was like, man, that's a dope name, man. Unruly Disciple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where'd that come from? You have a Unruly Sensei out there, or what's going on?
The fucking, I had my original Twitch name was the General 625.
Okay.
And that was because I played basketball or whatever, floor general type shit.
Word.
And then I changed it to Eddie. And that's why Beats called me that shit all the time, Eddie.
Okay.
That was my name before Unruly. And then for Unruly Disciple, I literally just Googled it. Like, I put in out, you know, the spelling of it. And just to see what came up, like Twitter or whatever. And it was blank. So I was, oh shit. So I just took that.
Right. Okay. Nah, that's dope, though. I like that, man.
It.
I thought you know.
The Senseis, the School of Defense is GM. The School of Mashing is Incognito, and the School of Lays, Bilal Kaka from Pakistan.
Okay.
Those are my senseis. Like, I watched them, kind of gathered all my different aspects of playing.
Word. Okay, that makes sense, man. That makes sense for real. I always thought, you know, like, I always noticed that Beast does call you Ed and Eddie and stuff like that. I just figured, you know, Beast is a little funny, so I just thought he was just getting too familiar and too comfortable, you know.
He be getting low because he noticed I'll change my name every year. So at the top of this year, he was like, oh nigga, you ain't changed your name or whatever. So he be trying to get on me for that joint. I was like, I'm gonna stick with this one, man.
No, that's dope, man. So I do have another question with Tekken. You know, that's how me and you met. Which one? I remember you said Tekken 3 was your first one. What kept you engaged in Tekken to be all the way in Tekken 7 now? You know what I'm saying? Present day Tekken 7. Like, what about it kept you I guess intrigued with it and interested in it?
Yo. I definitely say, because when I missed Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2, that was like a little hiatus from it type of shit. I was playing whatever other games.
Okay.
And then when Tekken 7 was releasing, again, like you said, that 6 degree shit, it was like that date was specific to something, and I was looking for a new game type of thing.
Right.
So I just picked that up, and I knew from all over, you know, all the other years that it was a series I enjoyed, just, you know, from the gameplay aspect and everything. Yeah. But when I fell in love with it, as far as like frames and shit,
right?
It was a match for like Loai and Q Dons or some shit or something.
Okay.
It was just dashing in each other's face, bro. They ain't do nothing. Like they just was doing the dash shit.
Doing the dash.
Good, like seconds. Yeah, they just was in each other's face dashing and shit. When I saw that, I was like, damn, like, you know, this game is like high level. And
high level, bro.
Yep. And I started getting, you know, seeing Anakin was one of the first professional players I saw streaming. And then Mike ATL, he was real influential when I first started playing.
Oath mentioned him in the last episode about Mike ATL. I'm not familiar, but he mentioned him.
That's how I know. That's how I know Oath. He's Oath used to come on his stream all the time. He a King player from Atlanta. He an old guard King player, yeah. And like he another guy I really watch his streams often and kind of grasp a lot of knowledge and shit too. Like I really just learned just from watching streams, bro.
Yeah,
I really
word.
Did.
I like that, man. Everything's just come full circle. How you reference somebody that has a connection with Oath, and this person has a connection with G6, with all people that we had in the line.
Hell yeah,
man. That's dope, man. Yeah,
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's fire, man. And then so you've been playing Tekken for a minute. You know, with Tekken 8 on the horizon, is this a game that you foresee yourself to continue to stick with for the foreseeable future, or you think you're gonna change, or you gonna leave Tekken 8 behind?
Tekken 8, boy, that shit go break the FGC. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Just because of where games are right now, just technically and graphically, when this shit releases, bro, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be a boom,
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna explode the FGC as well, like in a good way, though. Yeah, man.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, it's gonna have his haters.
Yeah.
And, you know, everything does. Tekken 7 had plenty.
Right.
People had to get over it if you wanted to be good. That's, you know, that's how I was going to do. Yeah.
Get over
but I'm definitely looking forward to Tekken 8. If Lei doesn't return, well, I'll wait. Because I'm sure.
right. We're going to check it out. So looking forward to Tekken 8. You know, we've seen the trailers. Trailers been fire, visually speaking. Aesthetically, you know, say the background, the colors, everything, the graphics. You know what I'm saying? It's been amazing. You know, do you have any trailer in particular that you are most fond of? Any character that you're hype about? You know, from the ones that we've seen. I think we've seen like a total of 8 or 9. Is there a character that you hype about?
Them shits out, bro.
Yeah.
They was putting them shits out right before Evo Japan.
What?
They was putting them shits like, it seemed early.
Yes, sir.
I think my favorite, it still might have been Kazuya's,
bro. That first one was fire.
But I told you, I've been wanting to play him too.
Right. So you did tell me that. You did tell me that.
Yeah, so for him to be the first reveal, I was like, damn, this shit. But I also really like Jax. And I also really like June's.
Yeah.
And Xiaoyu.
Yeah, I think people slept on Links.
Yep, those are like the 4 that I was like, I really like their trailers. Just cause June, man, we talk about the grown and sexy female characters. Those are far and few between, and she came in that joint straight dominant, like I'm your soulless. Was like, yep.
Right, the light of hope or something like that. Yeah, she's fine. Man. I'm looking forward to June.
Get that.
That's a fact, man. I'm similar to you. Like with Tekken would be my first Tekken. I'm not familiar with June, but I'm hyped because people talk about her and the fact that she has so much appreciation. It seems like in the Tekken community. So, like, at the end of the day,
people were excited.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man, whether or not I have my character in there, I know I can fall back on June because I'm excited and interested to use her. So, but hopefully my character's in there.
Law too.
Say that one more time.
I said you said you like Law too, right?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. My favorite trailer is I'm with you on the Kazuya, the Law, and that Nina, man. When she pulled out the heat on him, and then she like hit him in the chest and pulled out the slide. It looked like the gun slid on the sleeve. Remember on Django, where he killed Monsieur Kandi, pulled the slide out on him and shot him. That's how I feel like Nina did, man. She hit Lars in the chest and had a slide out, bow. That's how I was like, hey yo. I don't even like Nina, but that was fire, bro.
Yes, bro.
Damn,
I would definitely play Nina. I would definitely play Nina.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You got the blicky. Yo. I like that, man. But I definitely like the Law one. That's my favorite. It actually turned up the most on the YouTube as far as my reactions go as well. So I had my most views. I like the Leroy. Like I said, I thought the name was corny. His moniker, the Grandmaster Drip. But I like the silhouette of the dragon, how it came out after he did his Rage Jar. Like, I like how he looks. And I said, it was dope.
It's crazy because Leroy seemed like a Tekken 8 character in Tekken 7. Like because it didn't look like any of his moves changed. I'm not a Leroy player, but everything looked the same as far as new counter hits or whatever the fuck. But he looks like it. When I saw him in the Tekken 8 trailer, seeing him in Tekken 7, he looks like advanced. Like just because he kind of has a lot of the mechanics already. He got the cane and he got sugar. It's kind of like a projectile type of shit. People don't use it, but that trailer was hot. I'm glad he returned. I'm glad he returned.
And you just gave me an idea too. I was like, I kind of dabbled in Leroy a little bit before. It might be a good idea to pick him back up since I know he's gonna be in the next one. As opposed to messing with Nigga. Yeah, you just put me on game.
I'm telling myself I'm gonna stop using rage drops.
You feel me? You feel might as well. Yeah,
it's just that game plan. Like,
might as well adapt early, man. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that, man. I didn't consider that. Now, also with Tekken 8, man, they gave out some little info, a little tidbits. You know what I'm saying? Major difference is that heat mechanic, man. That heat mechanism, man. A lot of people are on the fence with it. Most people are on the negative side of the fence. How you feel about the heat? What we know so far, how do you feel about the heat system that's going to be implemented in the next Tekken installment?
So I think, of course, adapt or die for starters.
Facts.
Like, if you want to play Tekken, like if you want to have said I gained experience from playing Tekken 7 and just go to Tekken 8 and not play it, like if you've been playing for like a year or so and not even try to translate it, then your opinion might just kind of be mad. Like, what's the point of even saying it? Because that's the whole thing. It's a new game, and they're trying to invite this new element to make it something different.
Right.
I even noticed they kind of changed the hit sound effects.
Yeah.
And that's something I know they kept that the same through all the Tekkens. Like they're kind of different variations, but they still sound similar type of shit. But the heat mechanic look fly to me. Like I ain't upset. I'm offensive pressure boys.
All day.
Yeah, niggas know that. Niggas always be like, hey, Unruly Disciple. I'll be like, hey, listen.
Hey, you better get with it or get lost. Nah, I like that. I like that, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
But see, I think that that's a testament to your character, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed to something being different, you're willing to at least embrace it, engage with it, give it a chance, man. And like you said, you got to adapt anyway. That's you can't really get stuck on the past. You got to move forward. If you're gonna keep going with the game, then that's what you got to do. You got to get with it, man. So I like the fact you're actually the first person that I've talked to in depth or intimately with in regards to Heat and the Heat system, and that you're looking forward to it. So I think that's fire, man. Like I said, I think that's a testament to your personality, and you know what I'm saying, and you being proactive about the situation, being positive about anything. So that's dope, man. It's dope. I think it's very easy to negatively have a negative outlook on it, being that it's new and you know what I'm saying, or whether it's more Street Fighter-ish or it's not like Tekken or not what we used to, and that's dope though.
Exactly. Because say this game is so old, 20 plus 30 years or whatever, however old it is.
Right.
To say like, all right, they're gonna invite something new. It's like, why y'all mad? The knowledge didn't go nowhere. Obviously, the frames and stuff is still gonna be there, up or down, give or take. They switch it every game. But to say there's just some new gameplay mechanic, you can't, get around that. I don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking forward to making something new, to challenge the old head players, to invite the newcomers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. We already know the top dog's going to adapt. Like, the GMs and shit, gonna have their roles at the beginning, then it's over. Like, whatever the fuck, they're going to get right over it. It ain't going to matter.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. You're absolutely right about that, man. I agree with that 1,000%. I think you're gonna adapt anyway, man. And people, they're gonna weed some out, but those are the ones that weren't passionate about it anyway. And most likely, those are the ones that were probably doing some cheesy stuff where they character or going for the strongest character. Don't really have a passion for a particular character, and they just willing to instead of labbing and learning, they just like, oh man, that character's OP. You know what I'm saying? The character been OP for 8 years. The game been out for 8 years. You still talking about a character being OP?
You bring that up all the time. Like, yo, this game is so old, and then there's so much knowledge and shit out here. YouTube, streams.
Right.
You know what I mean, like it's just a simple search really for a lot of info. So when you get to Tekken 8, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna front. I think combos might be a little more difficult with the Heat shit though. Like if you're not using that autopilot shit, whatever that combo buff, whatever that button shit is. Yeah. If you're not using that, I think they might be a little difficult overall. Because each character now is like, oh, Lee and Julie got execution, but Katarina doesn't. Right. I think that shit's gonna. I think everybody's gonna have pretty difficult with that little Heat shit.
That makes sense.
Just for like timing purposes.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Because so it might be a sort of equalizer in a way. Now I like the way. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what you're saying. I suppose having that like the hit assist or something. If you don't have I know what you're talking about. The combo assist or whatever it's called. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay.
And then even defensively with Heat, I really think it's gonna be linear. Or even, if it isn't linear, it's a move or two that's linear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's going to be the work around it. Because a lot of people worry about it being too buffed and shit. Cause people going to use it. As soon as it fill up, Doc, niggas going to be activated Heat. As soon as it fill up. Niggas ain't going to wait. When in reality, you should be kind of like using it as a strat.
Yeah, use it sparingly and stuff like that. But I think you already mentioned, you already touched on it though. I think the good players will do that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do that. Exactly. The pro players going to do that.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy because a lot of the pro players that went to Evo, they ain't really coming. I guess I haven't really listened either, but I haven't seen like videos of them saying like, "Oh, my experience was this." Like I saw Spags, and shout out Lord Spag, he cool. I liked his, but I wanted to hear from like Anakin and me, and be like, yeah, like what they thought, because they might have tried some more advanced combos and shit. Because Spag, he said these weren't pros that were playing. Like he said, he prefaced the video with that. He was like, these aren't like official pros that were actually playing.
I didn't know that.
So he was like, the combos might not be max combos and shit like that. Yeah,
that makes sense. I remember
shit like that.
Okay, I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, so I wonder if that was intentional though, like to try to not let the pro players dive and break it down too much. Huh? Okay, I didn't know that they didn't. I just assumed that. The big players like Arzen Ash, Anakin, Shadow, and the other, and Cuddle Core, the ones that tried it out. But now that makes sense, though.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. And granted, again, I haven't been by the streams and stuff.
Me either.
Because I have some people say like, oh, Tekken 8, and it was somebody that was at Evo Japan. Right. But I ain't go in there, nothing like that, because I wanted to hear from like somebody a little bigger, like you said, Shadow, Anakin, Cuddle Core. it might have been like, yo, like, try not to expose too much because they had a lot of fun with it. They, those guys was out there for a few weeks, maybe a few days before the tournament.
That's a fact.
So you know what I'm saying? There ain't no way Anakin and them ain't getting no early access. No way.
That's
way.
true. Yeah,
like,
you're right. Yeah, they had to.
No way.
And now that you say that too, I just remember that Lan told me, the Julia player for Singapore, he had access to the alpha test while he was out there at Evo Japan, so he did get to play. I didn't see if he mentioned anything about it yet. I know he just left Japan like yesterday, so yeah, you're right. I just thought about that. Yeah, I gotta go tap in with them and see what they talking about.
Yeah, like I wonder, like, because again, even if they did spend a round or two, me and you gonna play. I'm like, yo, do that Max Julia combo shit. Like, see if you could get it off. Like, then I'm gonna try to do my like. That's how I would play the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't play it just to be trying to win. Like, I'll be trying to do all
experiment
the shit
and stuff. Yeah, I need to experiment.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, that's dope though, man. We talk about Tekken 8 all day, man. I look forward to it, man. And
yeah, we talk about anything, Brody. You already know.
You already know. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. And so you've been playing Tekken for a minute, man, and since Tekken 3 and stuff. And when I first met you, I still have the same perspective. When I first met you, I was like, man, this dude's super good, man. Like, he has to compete. Play competitively, not just casually. I still think you're one of the best that I know. And you, like I said, you taught me a lot, share that knowledge. And you play at a high level, you play at a high caliber player. But have you ever competed or even considered maybe competing, whether on the local scene, offline, online, whatever?
Yeah, when I told you I kind of started getting into it competitively, watching that match, I tried to do like a local or two after that, and it was just like some offline local play. And then I remember I had some coworkers when Tekken 7 first dropped. They did like a tournament. I won that.
That's what I'm talking about. What you mean? That's a start. Hey,
this the trophy. This the trophy. Hold on.
All right, bet. We about to see. Hey, we about to see some behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
It was
some trophies, chat.
It was supposed to be third place, but it was funny, so I just took the shit anyway. It's a fucking like little toilet.
A toilet?
Y'all see this shit?
My boy got the Dubai gold toilet. Hold on.
Yeah. Y'all see that shit? It's like a little toilet.
Yeah, that's fire though.
I was like, yo, let me just take that. I was like, I don't care.
Let me get it. Right. So that was supposed to be the third place trophy, but it ended up being the first place choice. That's funny as heck, right? Oh boy, got it. Hey, that means you was laying shit down here out there.
Oh, see, I actually won that with Raven, actually. I was playing Raven because it was like season 1 shit.
Word. So that's crazy that you say that, because that's going to segue right into the next questions, man. And we're going to talk about that. Matter of fact, we could go to it right now, man. So, like, I know that with that, the fact that you play Lei, you know what I'm saying? That's dope, by the way, that you won that tournament. Hey, man, before you can be the biggest fish in the ocean, you got to be the biggest fish in the pond, you know what I'm saying? Or, the aquarium, then you go to the pond, then you go to the lake, then you go to the sea, then you go to the ocean, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you got to start somewhere. That's fire. We all know the story about MJ. He didn't make his high school basketball team, and look, he's considered the best to ever do it now. So, you got to start somewhere, man. You start off winning.
Small beginners, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Small beginners. Humble beginnings. But yeah, like you just mentioned, you won it with Master Raven. We all know that you use Lei. Well, I know. People know he's a Lei main. Lei Wulong. And we know Lei came out as a DLC. Who did you use, before he was released?
Yeah. So season 1, because again, I had missed Tekken 6, Tekken Tag 2, and again, I just wanted to play Lei Wulong.
Right.
So when I bought Tekken 7, I had no idea he wasn't on the roster and anything. So I was like, at the beginning, I was like in a small crisis.
Right.
And the first few characters I picked was fucking Heihachi.
Okay.
Fang, Lee.
I can see you play Heihachi.
Yoshi. Yup, Yoshi.
Okay.
And then it was Raven. And for obvious reasons, like we said,
you gotta hold it down.
You know,
yes, sir.
She's crazy.
Right.
And then on top of that, I did remember liking the male Raven from the older games too.
Okay.
So I was like, let me try her out. Yeah. So I was like, let me try her out.
Okay.
And then once I started getting into the pro scene, I was following a lot of different Raven players, following their streams and learning the combos and pokes and all of that shit to up my offense. And that's how I was learning. Like, the guy make a move and I watch the move they used, and then that's when like the frames started coming.
Right.
The frame shit took the longest. Yeah, frame and movement took the longest for me. That's shit.
Difficult.
Once I realized that was like a difference maker,
right,
I was like, all right, that's definitely separating me from a lot of different players and shit.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
So
was definitely using Maven. I was using Maven in second or season 1.
that's dope, man. So okay, so is there a player like? Well, first off, what stood out to you about Lei from when you first picked him up? I'm assuming you picked him up. Was he in Tekken 3? That's where you first.
Yeah,
played
Tekken 3.
Yeah,
well, he was in Tekken 2. He was in
Okay.
Tekken 2.
Okay.
And I remember playing Tekken 2 because I would pick Lei, and then I would pick Michelle Chang because she reminded me of my mom.
You're right.
'Cause, my mom, she looked Native American. Like,
Okay.
I got some Cree Indian in me.
Okay.
So when I saw her, like,
That's
Chang,
dope.
that's why I like Julia too. And that's kind of why I
Word.
gravitated to the stream because of liking Michelle Chang type
Right.
shit. So,
Word.
yeah, but I just picked up Lei off the strength of Jackie Chan. Like, that was it. And then
Facts.
growing up, you a boxer. I know you like martial arts to the
Yes,
point
sir.
too.
Yes,
So
sir.
growing up, his style kind of spoke to me. Not in the game, because some of the characters got a lot more enemy. Heihachi and then got the electrics and shit like that. But he was actually, a martial artist. So I thought that was
Right.
cool about it. Yeah.
That's crazy. Because Jackie Chan is also that's what made me consider playing Lei, because Jackie Chan, that's my favorite martial artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I love
sir.
the movies. Yeah.
See,
so,
that's
yeah.
one of them unbiased. That's one of them unbiased joints. Because you're right. I would put him over Bruce respectfully.
Yeah, no disrespect. No disrespect.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace to the late great legend Bruce Lee. But I always Jackie Chan. That's the guy for me. You know, that's my personal.
Yo,
favorite.
I'm gonna give you a quick little movie joint about Everything Everywhere All at Once. Remember, because we said Michelle Yeoh and Jackie was in Super Cop.
There are a few other movies. There are quite a few.
Yep. Because Michelle Yeoh credits Jackie Chan for helping her kind of get into the movie scene.
Right.
She wanted him to be in that movie, but he denied it. Yeah, he denied it. He's pretty conservative.
Right.
You know.
Views. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
he's pretty conservative. Like, he kind of like disowned his son because his son got in some legal trouble or some shit or something.
I think he got something with his daughter as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yep. And if you see the movie, the script kind of, I don't think he would want to do it just like from his morals or whatever. If you watch the movie. Yeah.
He stands pretty firm on that, man. And some people don't like it, some people do like it, but you gotta respect it as somebody who, you stand for. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. Not saying he's right or wrong. I'm just saying, but I respect that. And in Michelle's credit too, I read a little article about how she, they have a good friendship, like you said. But she also stands firm in her beliefs, and they still, she denounced something that he said, something he said. She called him a chauvinistic pig, but they're still friends, and I think that's remarkable, and I think that's admirable, because a lot of times people think to be a friendship means that you agree with everything somebody does, and that's the complete opposite and contrary, man. A friendship, or whether it's any type of strong relationship, whether it's a friendship, lover, whatever it is, a family member, you get over the differences. You know what I'm saying? You find a way to coexist and move forward amicably despite the disagreement or whatever. I think that shows the strength of a real relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that. I really enjoyed that article because she was on his head about some of the beliefs that he said, and I agree with her. But at the same time, she still maintained that respect, for her friend and somebody that, you know what I'm saying? So that is dope. So I think that's very dope, man. That's very dope, man. Man, it kind of remind me of I can't remember their names right now. The Carvilles, I believe. Carville. It's a husband and wife. They're contributors. One's on MSNBC or CNN, and then the wife, the husband's on CNN, I believe, and I think his name's James Carville. I can't remember her name.
Okay.
And she's on Fox. And one's Republican, obviously, and the other one's Democratic, obviously, liberal or conservative. You know what I'm saying? And they're married. Been married for how many 30, 40 years. So if they could do it, ain't nothing. There's very few things more intense than the political, being on the opposite side of the political spectrum. Maybe religion might be the most intense, being on the opposite side of religion. But if they can make it work, bro, and they're married, that means they live in the house, they do whatever, they procreate and do it all, whatever it is, and they still get along despite their major differences. I think that's dope, I mean, people can be cynical and be like, oh, it's just a ploy to get money and all this stuff. But, whatever. They make it work.
That's the difference behind the scenes with couples, like mastering that, being able to agree to disagree. Like, that goes a long way in relationships, and it's underrated. See, we on a tangent, bro. We can talk about anything.
I'm telling you, we gotta get back to Tekken, bro.
We already talking some.
That's a fact, bro. But no, but that's we all that. It's funny because I don't want this is where it starts. The community, we all have a commonality in Tekken. But I was telling people, I think the other day when I was streaming, somebody was like, I can't remember what they said, but I was like, yeah, man, I didn't stream to make friends. But whenever you do something, you're on a journey, you're going to meet like-minded people, have that commonality of having the same pursuit of the same goal or similar, and you're going to make friends along the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think this is. So that is dope that we could talk about anything. We just have that little commonality in Tekken. But you know what I'm saying? For us having conversations, we have a lot more in common than just Beasley old Tekken. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for that to become like a side note, which I wanted to be anyway, eventually with the podcast. But this is what we got. So I appreciate Tekken as well. Yeah. But yeah, man. I was gonna say, so okay, so let's try to bring it back now. So Lei, you told me that it was a similarity between him and Jackie Chan. What made you gravitate towards him? Has he always been your favorite character as soon as you started playing Tekken, like back in Tekken 3? I know, like, was it like, okay, he looks like Jackie Chan, that's it, or is it somebody else that was like, man, maybe you went into it with a different idea, maybe you thought you was gonna play Jin or somebody like that, or because like for me, when I turned on Tekken, I didn't know anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I found Julia. But yeah, so is there something like that, or you already had somebody in mind when you were going into it?
Yeah, I knew if Lei was on the roster, I was going, beeline straight to selecting him, just because I kind of wanted to fast track whatever skills I needed to be at a certain level. Right. I was going to pick him right away if I knew if he was on the game at launch. Yeah, but again, like, I've always gravitated back to Heihachi or Kazuya. Okay. And then either Yoshi or Lee sometimes. Like, I go back and forth.
Lee, shout it on.
And then I also dabbed. I also played Brian a little bit in season 1.
Another staple character. Yeah. That's a strong character.
Because he's offensive pressure.
Right. So, execution kind of tough.
All this shit launches. All this shit kind of launches. Yeah. But that was the high level Brian play. I was like, yeah, this is like, like textbook type of Tekken you're seeing. Right. With that kid he has.
That's dope, man. And then I remember that you back to recalling, you bringing up Brian. There's some heavy hitters in Brian. I think Jackie Tran? Does he play? And then and then you mentioned Lee. I know GM. He's a beast of Lee. And there's some players that you could look towards, and maybe get their tutelage, get information, or just admire their game style. Is there somebody, whether it's pro or recreational, that you look to as inspiration on Tekken or motivation? I know you mentioned Mike from the ATL stream. He was a King player earlier. So is there anybody that you can point to, or multiple people that you can point to, as far as like, that guy inspired me, or that girl inspired me?
It definitely was a big melting pot of like all the different play styles and personalities. And again, you're right. Mike ATL was one. GM was definitely one. Incognito was definitely one. Bilal Kaka from Pakistan. Okay. And then I was picking knowledge from like Real Noodle. He taught me a lot of stuff early on.
Law player, right?
Yep. But he also has a pocket lay that's really, really good. He does. He does. But he plays law. He gave me a lot of little sneaky tips. And then one of the first pro tips I got was from a Texas player named Shooter. Or not Shooter, his old school name was Shooter. His name is Draven. He played Master Raven. Okay. Yeah, and we did like a Master Raven mirror in like season 1. Okay. He told me, like, he told me, he was like, kind of always constantly be moving, even if, you're at a distance, kind of just, micro side steps and shit like that. He was one of the first players to tell me shit like that. But I just grabbed it all from a lot of players, bro. Right. I really did. Because, we talk about being hoopers all the time. Right. And again, when I got introduced to the scene, after I realized where the top players were, that next tier, like right outside the top players, like it was just a whole lot of different players. Once we know top 20 NBA players, and you start getting into the bench and everything, you can tell you kind of involved. Right. And really learning players and shit like that. And that's what it turned into with Tekken 7. That's exactly what happened. I just started going to small player streams and getting into a community. You know what? Well, no, I'll wait, because I think you're going to ask me this question, but I'll wait.
All right, bet. No, don't lose that thought, though, man. I know sometimes I'm like, man, I'm going to wait, but that might
I think you get into it. Okay, so bet. I think I can spin it in next.
Okay, bet. All right, so while we going to wait, man, we going to go ahead and cut to the next scene, man. We going to take a little small commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We going to get some games in with my boy Unruly Mind. Let's get it.
Sure, let's get it.
All right, I'm gonna send you an invitation now, man. I'm gonna send you an invitation. We get a quick little set in, man. Let's see some of them lay skills, man. And while we waiting, and staying on the topic of characters. Oh, my boy slid off. No, you. Oh, okay, you get him. Okay, bad. Now you good. Handle your business. Staying on the topic of characters, what do you think makes your character good, as far as lay, and what do you also? I guess not really. Yeah, but what makes him good, and what makes you stay playing with him? You know, because we already know what attracted you to him was the fact that he had a similarity with a resemblance to Jackie Chan. But like, what makes you stay with him? What keeps you intrigued? What keeps you going? You know what I'm saying? Interested in the character. What makes you think that he's good?
So, just overall, I think everybody probably would agree. Lei probably has like the most variety, move-wise, combo-wise. He's just his depth and his move list is just, and variety is just, that's what I fell in love with. Same with Master Raven.
Right.
And I realized, you know, the different back turn stances and stuff like that, haze stance. I like when my character has enough variety like that. Like, I think one bread and butter lay move, I probably could do maybe 2 or 3, 4 maybe different variations of it. Like, he has a lot of different combo variations, so I kind of fell in love with that.
Right.
And then of course the 5 gate stances, like you gotta love the animal stances. That's just flair, you know.
Yeah.
That's just flash and shit like that. So
that's dope.
Those were like the main things. I don't try to show off, but Lei does it on his own kind of thing.
Right.
You got the shit like that. So
it's fun too. You gotta have fun, man.
Yeah,
you gotta have fun, man. You gotta have fun playing the game, bro. So that's dope, man.
Excuse the basic ASMR, man.
Now you
y'all was on my man Ed for it. I didn't even know Ed played this shit. I was like, damn, Ed play Fight Stick? I ain't love
right.
it.
You good, bro. I love it, man. That joke is dope, right? I actually need to get one myself. And it's funny because you said Draven, I believe, told you that you should always constantly be moving. I think that's a good tip because as a new player, when I see somebody moving, just that movement alone, that could cause like a intimidation for me. You know what I'm saying? As an opponent, if somebody's always moving, like, guys, that boy moving, or that girl moving, boy. Like, guys, they moving. So yeah, that's good advice.
That's why I fell in love with it. Seeing it was Q-Dons and Low-High in some tournament. I swear, like that's the image I got. But they literally was just dashing each other's face for like 5-6 seconds. Like it wasn't no attacking or nothing. They just was dashing each other's face.
Yeah, Low-High and Q-Dons, I think you said. Low-High and Q-Dons. That's crazy, man. All right. And what in particular, like I know you said the stances. Is there a particular stance that you like to do with Lei? Out of like, I know he has an extensive move list, man. I know you said that's what keeps you engaged with him.
So I can tell you, the ground stances I hardly do.
Ooh.
But his animal stances, I definitely like Tiger, which is. Dude, this is the part of streaming I can't master, nigga. I don't know how you play.
Is it talking play?
This shit is ridiculous.
I feel you, bro. Imagine, bro.
Oh, bro, you got me out here trying to do multitasking shit. My daughter not here, bro. Come on.
Bro, and imagine, because I got it on 2 separate screens too, so I'm looking back and forth from one screen to the other screen, having conversations, talking, trying to play. Bro, it'd be a raid, bro.
I don't know how you do this, bro. I'm telling you. I don't know how you do this. I'm dropping combo. That's an easy one.
That's tough, man. You just get used to it though with time. Yeah, man. But like I say, ain't no pressure, bro. Take your time, though, bro. Ain't no pressure, bro.
I definitely like Tiger Stance. Tiger Stance is one of my favorites. I like Panther Stance.
Okay.
And then Snake too. Like Snake just because it's the base. It's like the base for the 5/4 animal stances. You know.
Okay.
You don't have to press button to enter it. You use the 5 gate stance. Like this shit right here. That's the first shit you go. Yeah. Like you go into Snake. So just like, you know, without Snake there wouldn't be 5 gates type of shit.
I see.
So I gotta put Snake in there too.
Word. All right.
Yeah,
so with all those stances and all those intricacies of your character, how do you think your character rates as far as ease of use compared to the rest of the cast. So that's a lot of information. So you got a lot of stances. I couldn't even remember all the animals that you said.
I think so. I think a lot of people use the nigga, honestly. Like, I'm starting to see a lot of different late players.
Right.
And
my boy Cave.
His bread and butter moves, or his bread and butter combos are pretty easy overall, I'll say. Even with the stake stances, they're pretty simple. And he has a lot of good tools as well. Like, his toolkit is really good. He got punishment for everything.
Okay.
He's really good. Yeah, he's definitely like a good character overall. He's just lacking range. A few little small shit, you know, Tekken 7 shit. But if he had like his certain moves, if it had better friends, he'd probably be top tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know, like we have a couple late players in the stream, of course being you. Oh, good jab out. Of course you. Then we got Tay. We got my boy Liberace, who will be on the episode, future episode. Yes, sir, man. So we have some lay extraordinaires, man. I really appreciate it. 'Cause I struggle with lay a lot. I still struggle, but y'all help me improve when it comes to fighting lay. So I really appreciate that.
Shout out my man Liberace too, late Bregson.
Facts.
It's funny because I don't remember. I met Liberace through a late player, All Time Z's, who's another late sensei. Definitely, like Bilal Kaka and All Time Z's. He's a German late player.
Okay.
Both of them are definitely like the two late senseis for me. Like they taught me a lot about late for sure. For sure.
Right, man.
I'm just watching through that. Like, and that was like years ago, just in some passing type shit. We would be in the chat.
Right.
But then when I saw him, it was really cool because it had been, you know, Lay had been out for a while, so you know, players were getting used to him, and it was cool to see like different Lay players and shit.
Right.
When Lay released, it wasn't many. And even I didn't even see many through chats either, so it was cool to see Liberace in here.
Yeah, man, dope, man. Liberace and Tay yourself, like I said, you were definitely if my memory serves me correctly, the first one. Maybe Liberace, I can't remember. But so with that, all those things considered, do you consider? I know you said you can have some tools and stuff like that, but now we're gonna talk about strength just opposed to just ease of use. When it comes to like strength compared to the rest of the roster, how do you think that Lay fares? You know, we go the inevitable tier list question.
he's definitely mid A.
Okay.
Or like high
mid A. Okay.
Tier. Like, he's right in there.
Okay.
Like, because again, his punishment is ridiculous.
Right.
I'm telling you, like he has punishment for everything. Well, except for a while standing launcher at -15.
Okay.
Because he got a -15 while standing. If he had that shit, he'd probably be broken.
Word.
That or let me show you another move. If it was buffed, he would be A tier, or he would be like low S. Like if down 4 this move, if that move was 0 on hit, that's 0 on hit.
That's
this shit's
crazy.
0 on hit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that shit was like maybe +2. Like just because it's a really good good lay move.
Little poke.
That move had better frames.
Right.
And then his Razor Rush. His Razor Rush has no frames for real, like into transition. On hit. Like, he doesn't have wardrobe, boy. He doesn't have fucking he doesn't have good plus frames when he goes into transition.
Right.
On Razor Rush. That shit was better. He probably would fucking be different, or he'd probably be like low S, I think. Like he's high mid tier. Like he's really strong overall. He's just lacking a little stuff. Like he got a little bit of range and shit like that.
Right.
But he's really good on front. Like his combo damage is really good. All that.
So so we talked about some of his strengths, like combo damage and his punishment ability. What do you think are some of his weaknesses that you would like to that if you know just being just being, I guess, being greedy, if you will, like, you know, because every character has their strengths and weaknesses. I guess being greedy, if you could, what would you add to him, or what was his weaknesses that you would get rid of?
It's crazy, man, because I feel like I've just been playing the game so long, I don't even know what to complain about. Like, I just
feel me?
Shit. Like, I just be like, damn, I missed that launch block. I missed that launch punishable move the last round. That's why I lost. Like, it's hard for me to really have gripes. I don't know if I care that much.
Right,
you know
right.
Like, yeah, I can tell you, like, he has bad. Like I said, I wish down 4 was better. I wish Razor Rush had plus frames. better crunch lanes and shit like that. But I don't really have too many complaints just overall about him, yo. Like he's just a good character.
Right.
Lacking look. I just like playing. I just like playing. He don't have like I could say I don't know, like it's hard for me to pick. Make his fucking while running 3-4 connect because I don't know.
Right. Nah, I think that's good though. Like I said, but I think that once again, I think that's a testament to your outlook. You know what I'm saying? Your positive outlook of being, you know, working what you got, man, being and adapting. We could go all day and say, oh, I wish this character had this. You know, when you play the character, you're gonna be more familiar with the character. You're gonna know what could be better. But that doesn't mean that, you know, but then you're gonna tend to also overlook their strengths too. And you know, every character has their strengths and their weaknesses in the game. So I think that's what makes Tekken dope. You know, I always say that. You know, every character has their strengths and weaknesses.
Really, like you asking me, it's just like, damn, what would I say bad about Lei? Like, I don't know. Right. Of course, like I said, technically speaking, sure, there are some frame shit and some inconsistencies in his combos and shit, but I mean, the game's so old, I don't even know if he's gonna be in Tekken 8.
You feel me? And now that so speaking of that too, man, you know, about weaknesses, we're gonna talk about the Tekken 8 roster a little bit later. But we know that I play Julia, man, and you know you have the same issue. You're a DLC character. Julia's a DLC character. Yeah, a lot of times people be like, oh, you know, we gonna get some heat for that. Oh, that DLC, the top row, their OP or whatever it is, this and that, man. So fighting a Julia player, what are you most worried about? What are you trying to take away? What are you trying to stop to be successful against Julia? Whether it's myself or somebody else.
It's funny because I don't know if a lot of niggas know how to talk trash and hoop. And we always use sports as a comparison. Right. But I swear when we be sparring, it be some shit I be like, ooh, I need to tell this nigga I hate that move, yo. Fucking lash him. Lashing goddamn is one of the worst. I complain about this, guy. What lashing goddamn L is one of the goddamn best moves in the game. Goddamn, like that move. I get hit by that shit so often. Right there, bro. I swear.
Right there, too.
I lash so goddamn much.
Lash your arrow, bro. I be spamming that joint, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I like Julia. I like the fact that she's technical in her combos. I like her moves, like how the animations and shit look. Right. War Drum's one of my favorite moves. Like when I found out like the timing and it's kind of like a just frame. I was like, oh damn, like I like to move even more type shit. Right. Yeah, I kind of like when somebody asks me who do I like fighting, I'm gonna put a character I like in that because I like, you know, like I like fighting Brian.
That makes sense.
Like I said, I like fighting. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I kind of view that sometimes. That's why I always watch your stream and pick up on defense.
That was a bad rage art. Good stuff. Nah, I feel that though, man. You gotta be more open-minded. That's how you're gonna conquer these players. Like the game been out for a long time, so you gotta adapt and know how to fight against them, man.
And again, players don't. I feel like a lot of players get into the game and want to be a little handheld and walk through a lot of shit. You gotta spend a lot of time yo. You gotta spend a lot of time just mashing, just playing and learning and losing to get
just losing, bro.
That's what I'm like.
Right.
Yeah, that shit.
Right. No one wants to lose and stuff, but that's how you get better. You know what I'm saying? And you know, unfortunately, that's part of life too. So, yeah, man.
Exactly. That's just like to play on your own, not to ask questions at all. Like just lose. Right. Go back and lose another 5 times, and then realize, all right, let me ask fucking G6, Skynet 6, how do I stop the move? Right. Yeah. Right. That's when you ask. Niggas be coming in here. Yeah, I just picked up the game last week. How you do Julia War Drum at max distance? Off of, like, yo, come on, just play the game a little bit.
Just play the game, bro, right? Just play the game a little bit. Maybe they want to research first. And, like, bro, you got to get experience with it, man. Play the game. You might not even like it if you just pick it up because somebody else is playing it type stuff, man. Play the game, bro.
Once you learn a little bit of this game, you might not really want to play because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Really be decent.
It's a lot, bro.
Once you get to a point where you get roadblocked and you got to decide, like, all right, like, what level of player am I trying to be now? Right. It's a lot to learn from here on out to beat fucking Doc and Mr. J. It's to beat those guys now. So, that's another. Niggas get into this game and be like, oh, I could just go to Doc stream and learn Julia in a week. No.
No. No.
But you gotta get in there and scrap a little bit.
You gotta scrap, bro. You gotta scrap, man. A lot of it is going through that hell, man. I remember in ranked again, Ali kicked to death. I did not know that alley kick is launch punishable. I ain't know what launch punishable even meant. I ain't know about frames, you know, and then that's part of that. That helped my growth too. And now I appreciate where I came from, and I can relate to those players struggling. And I feel like if you don't struggle, bro, you're not gonna want to keep going with this game, bro. And because you're gonna struggle, you're gonna struggle. If you think it's gonna be smooth, then yeah, you're gonna stop. You're gonna stop, bro. You gotta get through that adversity.
And there's so much to learn. Like it's a little overwhelming. It's a little overwhelming. It's a little overwhelming.
Oh yeah, definitely overwhelming. Oh yeah,
a lot to learn.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a fact, man. And then so you know, speaking about it being a lot to learn and stuff, like what is the most intimidating thing about Tekken when you first played, or you know, because like I know me coming into it, you know, I had the benefit of coming into it while streaming, so I had a lot of people at my disposal. A lot of people come to stream and help me out. Shout out to them, you yourself included. But like, if you playing it just by yourself, what was like, and when you did run into those people that were real good, you know, you were exposed to those people that are real good, what was the most intimidating part about improving in Tekken? Is it the frames, the labbing, you know what I'm saying?
Good question, brody. And also, props to you implementing what the chat tells you, because some niggas be having their chat tell them everything in the world and still be trash. So
that's a fact. I be trying. I ain't gonna lie, I be feeling like I'm trash though, bro. Sometimes.
Some, you know, it might take longer, but people be like, yo, that move is whatever. You'll do it sooner than later.
Right.
Some players just don't know. You know what I mean? So shout out to you.
I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate
telling
it,
you
bro.
and shit.
Appreciate it, bro. I be trying, dog.
Whenever I play any pro, it's definitely the movement. It's the difference. Like their ability to create space and range is always the difference to me. Like I never felt like I struggled with combos. Right. You know what I mean? That neutral game, like at range 0, that close quarters.
Right. Ooh, I dropped it, bro. Thank you, bro. I dropped it, man.
That's another part of the game that's really good. Or really, another part of the game I really look at too. Especially since I play Lay. Right. His neutral game is okay, but he's kind of linear in certain shit in his neutral game. Overall, I don't think his neutral game is like screaming, you know, top 3 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of lackluster compared to most of the cast. Right. Like the neutral game. So I try to look at that when I watch high level players and the movement. Like those are the 2 things specifically. That's why I told you GM school of defense. I haven't seen too many other players that could create the amount of space he can defensively and shit.
Yeah, man. That's a fact.
His web pun is ridiculous.
Yeah, man. I feel that. I feel like the neutral game and the defense part, I'm still trying to grasp myself, especially with the movement and the spacing too. So, heck yeah, man. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, with my movement, sometimes I don't think, man. I feel like you gotta have a stick with this game, man. This joke's just not built to play on a controller or a pad, bro. This joke, man, them D-pads be going crazy.
I think I wanted to spin in picking up playing a fight stick when you asked me another question, but I missed it. But that actually added longevity to playing Tekken 2 or Tekken, you know, this as well, because it was relearning the game. Right. You know, I'm learning the level over, so I had to basically like relearn doing the combos and shit. The buttons were there, but it's the movements and stuff like that. But bro, once it takes a bit to actually really feel comfortable, I think. But once you get it down, it's probably it's like the best way to play to me. Facts. It's considered arguably like the most difficult way to play the game. Right. Like, among fighting games, period, just playing fight stick is like the most difficult way, arguably, like quote unquote type shit.
Yeah, I can imagine. I believe it.
Yeah, like you can, like you said, you can imagine. Like it takes a minute.
Yeah, definitely more difficult. But I think what you get right, you know, then I think it'll up your game too. Though. But that getting it right process is that's the beast.
From a fucking confidence perspective too, just knowing how long it took to really get good with this controller peripheral, shit like that. You do feel like a slight, like, yeah, nigga, I do feel like better than you type shit.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. So with the what are some of your, so we talked about the character and the weaknesses and, you know, the devices that you use, whether it's a pad or fight stick. What are some of your strengths that you feel that you bring to Lay? You know, how does your play style, I guess, complement that of Lay's? Oh wow, that's crazy.
Nice ender.
Yeah, man.
You see that damn last scenario that I got mad, so I had to master while running. That's why I did that move right there. So again, when you talking about heat, I'm heavy offensive boys, and with Lay's, you know, moveless variety and stuff, I definitely try to abuse it to certain players to see where their knowledge stands with the late matchup and shit like that. But I think that's where I kind of shine at, is just playing, having a certain offensive pressure. And I kind of learned to implement that from Bilal Kaka. Like, he has like the perfect mix of offensive pressure and like control kind of play style with Lay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's yeah. Like I really thought his offensive tempo was something I wanted to have in my game with Lay. Cause a lot of people, you know, they love the hi-hi, you know.
Yeah, they love to do that. They bait you in, bro.
Yeah, there's a few different versions of the joint or whatever. Yeah. But, you know, people try to just kind of play keep out with Lay and beat Trophy, get in the ground, and do drunky shit. And, you know what I'm saying? There is a place where I do try to squeeze that into my gameplay. It's because, I'm playing the character like that. I want to make them a troll. Like, I want you to be like, this nigga is doing like every damn string. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Lay's one of those good ones too, boy. I think Lay's one of them characters kind of gotta make him like a nuisance on
gotta make him a nuisance, right? I feel like not to interrupt. My bad. Go ahead. Go say what you're saying.
No, you're right. That's what I agree. Like,
I was gonna add to that. I was gonna say, like, I feel like playing as a nuisance. That's Lay's strength. You know, that's like asking me not to do a lash and arrow, or not to do a bow and arrow, or not to do a FF1. Like, that's one of my strengths. So that haha step and utilizing that, and you know what I'm saying, creating that space. That's his strength, man. Or you know, it's like asking a Josie player not to do strings, or that part of her strength is string mix-ups. You know what I'm saying? So you know, people just ridiculous, man.
And I try to remember that at certain points. Cause like I remember I had G6 niching and playing Wade Gamble's Lay, and I know Wade Gamble's not playing Trolley. I know he ain't. Like I've seen him use Lays. He's somebody I watch play and watch his streams and shit. But I know he doesn't play Trolley at all. And again, remember I was talking about neutral game and stuff like that. Right. Wade Gamble's going on for Leo, who probably has a much better neutral than Lay probably. Like maybe, you know what I'm saying? So when he's playing Lay, he probably still has that mindset. It's like, you know what I mean? So he don't really have that not cheesy, but you know the pest.
Facts. Yeah, I do think
and all
good stuff.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I do think that of course your play style is gonna change a little bit with you because the character has different strength. But I think for the most part, that's why I asked that question about what people bring. And I think people don't emphasize that as much. What the person brings to the character, as opposed to just, you know, everybody focuses on what the character brings to the person. But the person has to implement their philosophy, if you will, on the character. You know, and that brings out the best for them, and that's why their play style is different. No two Julias are the same, no two Lays are the same, etc., etc. So yeah, you're right. I agree with you 1000% that even though he's playing Lay, he's probably gonna play similarly. He gonna play Lay in a similar fashion, which he plays Leo. So.
Yep. And he plays Oscar too.
Oh.
Again, that's not
good stuff.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna give me with that shit. Honestly, I thought I was gonna whip Tiger 1. Fucking he plays Oscar too.
Oscar, okay.
Yeah, that's the launch on the low.
That's crazy. Bro.
I thought I had you on the Panther.
I'm telling you.
But again, Oscar, that's not really, you know, to say I play Lay and Raven. You can see that with the stances.
Right.
If you say I played Oscar and Lay, you would be like, oh. So, and that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? Wade Gamble's Lay Long is good still.
Right.
But it speaks to kind of just how his neutral is overall compared to a player that's
good stuff. Is that a parry?
Yeah. Same with I noticed Sukin, sometimes he might change from Lay because he feels like a matchup isn't really working. He might change or something like that.
Right. Suica user. Okay, yeah, he be with like Rip and all those colors. Right, that guy.
Yup.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Before we get in depth, why we brought him up, I don't know if you're gonna ask, but I'm gonna just say it. I want to say it. My favorite late players in North America. I don't know if you had that, but I wanted to say was definitely no order. Like I can't do orders. It's hard, man. Basketball, rap.
Yeah. I was gonna get. Go ahead.
Kobe #1 and Ho probably #1, but still.
Right.
One of my fucking favorite late players, NA, is Sukin's one of them.
Hey.
My man Fab, Sukin user from Cali. My man Fab Will from Chicago.
Okay.
My man Caveman NYC.
You said Caveman? Cave.
Yeah. Yo, Caveman NYC.
Okay.
My man Exalted, he from up NYC. And then I like Pepper Beef Too Spicy too. And my man Lucha Han. My man Lucha Han nice too.
That's what's up, man. Those are the best late players right there. You heard it first right here, man, on the podcast, man. Let's get right. Pride Talks.
And Lucha Han one of the last offline late player names to be out here offline. But he holding that shit down, yeah. My man Lucha Han from Florida.
That's what's up, bro. What about there's another late player. Is it Wasulu or something? Is he a good? Does he play late? Oh, I'm tripping.
He plays Eddie.
Eddie, okay, my fault.
Yeah, he plays Eddie. But there is another there is a late player from Texas that's really good.
Okay.
His name's they call it, or his handle used to be Lavin, but his real name is Vinit. He's a really good late player too.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I only got 3 favorite late players, man. You #1, Liberace #2. And Tay #3, man. And I give K #4. I give K #4. I give K #4.
Oh, dead, bro.
Yes, sir. Already. Oh, I missed that. I'm dead. Good launch. Good whip punish. Yeah, man. Okay, so like I said, we talked about it. You know, that's something we have in common. Something I find real admirable about you is that you're very productive and proactive too. With the way you talked about learning the game and playing the game and even approaching the game. What do you do actively once you identified your weaknesses? I'm talking about you now personally. What do you do to actively correct that or improve or work on it? Like you heavy on the labbing, you know what I'm saying, just practice a quick match. Like what's your methodology to improve in this game?
Yo, I ain't gonna front. Whenever I'm in pride class, pride fight night, that first match I lose, I'm always salty. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too.
I don't even talk to niggas. I can't get mad. And I just want to play again.
Right.
Initially, first started like, yo, I want to fight again. Like that's what I'm thinking initially. But I don't know. I never really reviewed my gameplay and shit. Again, it was just one of those things. I'm struggling with Julia today. I'm gonna watch Land Stream tomorrow to see that you did wardrobe in this launch punishable. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll go and do before I go in lab probably. Or I'll go look up some anti-punishment guide on YouTube. Oof. And just be like, oh damn, I can do down 4-2 on whatever move or whatever the fuck. That's kind of how I do it.
I ain't gonna lie, they gave me that one. I thought you sidestepped that. Actually, no, I ain't gonna hold you. They gave me that
cause I try to.
They gave me that one.
Bro, I swear that shit never works for me. That shit never works. I stepped down. I suck at that.
People stay sidestepping and ducking, man. Hard ducking me, bro. I just be getting on my nerves. But yeah, man, that's funny as heck, man.
That's one of my weaknesses right there. Sidestepped up.
Bro, what? My sidestepping is terrible. I think that's literally my worst statistic. I think my sidestep is like a C or a D.
It's probably mine too.
Crazy, man. I need to go pick Funky Foot Lily and get that sidestep up. You know what I'm
yacht for that.
Yeah,
or
man.
Play Alicia, right? She got the nice sidestep.
Yeah, yep. You right about that. You right about that, man. And now switching gears, man. Now, so with Tekken 8 on the horizon, like you said, we don't want to speak this into existence. Because I definitely want to see Julia. That's one thing I do want to see every person to have their character. I feel like the game been out for a decade. You make the next installment, nothing will make you more disappointed than not having your favorite character in the next game, man. So that'd be terrible if you're not in there. But let's say Lei's not in there. Of the current roster, who would you use? I know you mentioned Kazuya. But like, who do you
I ain't
think?
going front, Ari. I ain't going front, Ari. I told Ari, y'all, you look a little grown. That kind of got me. Just because, again, I know she going to have the stances and I can party a little bit.
Right.
I ain't going to lie. While you find with barely 21, I might run with her. I don't know.
Right.
Her, June, and then Kazuya, so I could just mash out electric since they might be easier.
Right, yeah.
Electric's supposed to be input in Tekken 8, so I'm definitely gonna have a pocket Kazuya for sure.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, and I can play the game from the beginning. I'm definitely gonna have I'm probably gonna have at least 3 characters. For real.
Might as well. Like if it isn't on the launch, I might have like a few. You right? Like I might as well just do that.
Yeah, man. And and I'll just be hopeful. Like I said, hopefully Julia's there on launch. Hopefully everybody's character's there on launch. But if not, then I'll just pick up somebody and just be hopeful that she'll be in there next time. I mean soon in the future,
But we still on track with damn, that's bad time. I could have killed you. Oh wow, no, it wasn't. But that was an example of his combo variation.
Right.
I bread and butter, and I probably would have killed you. But that thing right there got me a little more wall carry.
Right.
Some very carry type shit. Who was you talking about?
I was asking you if I was. What you say? It kind of skipped out. What'd you say?
I gotta get on the Discord a little more, man. It's about to be something regular.
Man. Facts, bro. Facts. You gotta get on there, on here with me more, man. I was gonna say, if Julia wasn't in there, then I'll definitely probably pick up June. From who we've seen, definitely Leroy for sure. Especially what you just said to me today. About but since he's in here now, we know he's there. I like Law a lot. And probably June, man. Those will probably be the 3 right there. Law, June, and Leroy, man. From the people that we've seen so far. And then of course I'm always gonna be hopeful for Julia and Master Raven. Ideally, Julia and Master Raven will both be in there, and I'll use them both again. You know what I'm saying? But
those are all good picks. Those are all good picks.
Appreciate it, bro.
Those are all good. And the roster right now, I'm cool with. Like, of course, I want more characters.
Right.
From the characters that revealed, I'm not upset. Like, it's been good characters. Like, I don't know if anybody's really complaining. Nice.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
I don't know if anybody's really complaining about the roster overall. Like, no, why is June in it or why is Oscar? And I haven't seen that too much, which is a good thing. So.
Right. Oh, good stuff. Oh. So, okay, now speaking of that, about the roster, what do you think that what's that character's name? I don't remember the character's name. The big character, was it Ogre? Do you think Ogre will be in Tekken 8? Or any kind of surprise like that?
That was a nice fucking counter that you had.
Thank you, bro. You making my hands sweat, bro. I'm working, bro.
Hey, listen,
I'm working, bro.
And you were saying so, I was like, I do not hit this nigga right now. It's fighting right.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can tell when you kind of lock in, but it's all good. Like I said, man, it's all good. I ain't tripping, man. I can kind of tell, bro, some of your responses and some of the pauses and the hesitancy with the answers.
That's what I was like. What was that? I had to go down. So what this nigga was saying? It's locked right there.
Right. Right, man. Nah, that's funny as hell, man. But yeah, do you think like Ogre or I don't remember like that big monster I seen in the clip. I can't remember their names. Or like maybe even like Ogre, Roger or something like, or Mokujin or something like that will come in.
I definitely like when they do those specialty characters, Bears, Mokujin. Like I like that class of Gigas. Like I like that class of characters. I want to play a big body character in Tekken 8. And I do hope Ogre comes back. And Ogre, because I know you and Stage was talking about it. He was right. Ogre was in the anime. Like that's
yeah. Okay, I remember that when I watched the anime.
And then the monster is True Ogre.
Okay, the monster True Ogre. Okay, that's what, I missed that whip punish.
Yeah, I think that's how I go. Like the green one is the tall green.
Ooh, good stuff. I don't know how that missed, but good stuff.
That's that haha
man.
right there. Yeah, like, cause you right, that shit crazy. It is useful for creating space and shit, but you know, it's an input, so it's gotta be kind of like on every time, or you'll get hit with a lot of counter hits while you're trying to do it, or just get caught, back turned, shit like that. Minimize that shit, cause they already a big risk big reward character, so you know, you
Right.
kind of want to minimize as less risk as you can. So, but that was what that was, that high shit. The fucking or
Ooh, bro. That's crazy, bro.
end,
Good stuff.
fucking, I would play him if he came to Tekken 8.
The ogre. Crazy. I'm trying to think, like, from what I've seen, like the funny characters or like the, I don't say funny characters, but like, you know, I know they have like a dinosaur or something like that. If they had like any of those guys or characters or creatures or whatever, I wouldn't play Mokujin. That's just too much for me. but I would consider playing like Roger. Was Roger the kangaroo, or was that the raptor or something like that? Like I know there's like a kangaroo. Yeah, I would consider playing something like that just to play around. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
It's funny because and Alex has the blue boxing gloves, Roger has the red, and then fucking the reboot of Jurassic Park, the fucking raptor's name is Blue or some shit.
Oh yeah, the blue raptor. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, the one with Chris Pratt or something, right? I sold. Yeah, that's the one where he had like it was like a group of them, and Blue was like the smartest raptor, Velociraptor or something like that, right? Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Exactly.
And now you think that was like a Tekken reference? You're saying?
I don't know. Like I would have to see,
or just coincidental
how
type
far
stuff.
Maybe like the writing cast was,
right?
Something like maybe.
Right.
Yeah, it's that small stuff. I don't think it's a coincidence. Like there's some relation just with Blue and Raptors, maybe.
Right. Maybe. Exactly.
That's good fun.
Thank you, bro. Down to the wire, man. Final game, final round, bro.
Shut up. Look, come on, lock in. Let's get it.
Lock in, bro. Unruly mind.
I can't even concentrate because I know I'm on the mic with you.
I know, right? Lock in, bro. I gotta talk to you like I'm Gary Payton. Hold on. I gotta talk to you like I'm GP. Oh no, you don't want that ball, man. You don't want that ball, man. Give me that ball, man.
The Jason Williams, has he?
Facts. You don't want to make that free throw, man. You don't want to make that free throw. You want to let me win, bro. This game don't mean nothing to you. You just happy to be here. Let me get a rage art. Let me get a rage art here, bro. Let me get a rage art, Unruly. Hey, get a rage art, bro.
I'm scared of rage. Hey, rage question.
Bro, I did a rage art. That's crazy.
You in rage?
Bro, they hold me, bro. They hold me, bro. I beg for the rage art, bro.
Razor Rush every time. If y'all are in rage, I'm going Razor Rush. I ain't go for it.
That's crazy.
Good set, boy.
Hey, good set, bro. You got, hey man, off stream, we gotta do this more often, bro. You gotta get.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, niggas gonna have to get on the Discord more now.
Bro, facts, man. But yes, sir, chat, man. We, my boy Unruly took that set, man. It was a good set, 5-4 final round. You know, he won 5-4. That's my guy, man. We gonna take a quick commercial break, get back to the regular studio production, and I have some final questions for my boy, man. Don't go anywhere.
Right, let's get
right.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
All right, my boy Unruly, man. Good games, man.
Niggas ain't talking like that when y'all sparring, man.
You feel me? So, man, we gonna, bro, I had me sweating. You hear me, bro? Hey, that was a good set, man. I always enjoy playing with you, man. I always feel like I learned so much, man. And I had fun while doing it, too. That's the best thing, you know what I'm saying? So, that's a dope part of it, man. We're going to field some questions for the final section, but right now I have a couple more personal questions. Just to let them get to know you a little bit, man. Like, so outside of Tekken, do you have any hobbies or interests? And I know that you do have your family, man. You know what I'm saying? You have a daughter. You know, shout out to the fathers out. Shout out to the good parents out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mothers and the fathers. You know what I'm saying?
The boys.
Yeah, man. So you speak on any of your interests and hobbies, your interests or hobbies outside of Tekken, and yeah, man.
So like you said, I gotta say full-time dad. You know what I mean?
Hey, let's get right.
Doing now, but still single dad life. I gotta say that first. My daughter, my angel. You know what I mean?
Amen.
High energy look. Be an athlete all day. I already know it. You know what I'm saying, dude? That's definitely majority of my world. She only 3 right now, so you know, these 8 I do for that, around and just being there for it, stuff like that.
Right.
So that's like definitely number one. That's definitely number one. I want to get involved in some type of sports this season and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's healthy, healthy, man. That's healthy.
Yeah, man. She natural, bro. You know heard of what it calls.
Oh yeah,
we had
right.
This, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you know what, bro? I actually just started trying stand up. I actually just started trying.
That's what's up, man.
Oh yeah, I just started trying that joint. I've been going to like some open mics and doing that. It's cool. It's something I never thought about, so it was something kind of fresh. And I haven't hooped in a while, so I was looking for something to kind of give me some type of nervousness to kind of prepare for it, shit like that. And that's what this is giving me when I get on the stage and shit like that. So those two working out shit, normal shit, man. I collect comics and stuff like that.
Right.
Huge movie, TV buff. Yeah. I'm chilling, man. I'm Jet Life, Smoke Boy, 420 boys. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's fire though, man. Let's do the stand up, man. I know like a lot of people getting into it, man. Like T.I. one of them, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just always reminds me of that one Will Smith, that Fresh Prince episode, man, where D.L. Hughley came in and he had to stand up and Will Smith tried it. He got booed off and D.L. Hughley came and saved him. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, keep doing the thing. Yeah.
It's crazy because I think about bombing, but I don't feel like that about it. I think it'll just fuel me to want to keep trying it.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro. Nobody likes losing.
I haven't been the worst yet.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to down other people, but I know I wasn't the worst.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man. No, that's dope though. Because it's like when I box, you know what I'm saying? Of course I had I was worried about getting knocked out or getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? Thank God it never happened. But you know, that's part of your mind that fuels me to get better. And if it did happen, I wasn't gonna stop. If it happened, I was gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? I done lost a sparring match before. You know, well, you know, it's not official, but you know, like you said, you know when you're not the worst. So you know when you did well, and you know when you didn't do as well. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'll be somebody that you whoop on, and sometimes they get you. It's a better day, but it just fuels you to keep going. You know what I'm saying? If people are there, you're gonna have embarrassment, but it's how you how you bounce back, how you respond to that embarrassment. You know, and I think that's
what lions do. Lions gonna bounce back.
Facts.
Wolves gonna bounce back.
Yes.
Cobras bite too. You know,
they do a little something. It might hit some little bit and go slither on their business. You know, but we ain't gonna talk about them cobras though. You know, them snakes.
They're dangerous.
They dangerous, man. That's a little inside joke, man. Those of you come to the street, man. If you ain't hip, if you know, you know. If you ain't hip, you got to get with it, man. But yeah, man, that's dope, man. So yeah, man, you gotta keep me in tune with the stand up, man, and keep going, man. Yeah, that's fire, dog. That's fire, man. You never know, man. I might be Will Smith trying to come up and do some stand up one day. You gotta save me. You never know. So yeah, keep going with that, bro.
I ain't gonna fight. When it is another black comic, I do be making sure I give him a little extra laughs and shit. I can't fight.
Facts. I gotta show love.
You know, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, already, man. We all look out for each other, but who gonna look out for us, man? Absolutely, bro. That's fire.
I'm doing these guys. It's not many of us and shit. Just people of color. Period. Like, that's what I've been noticing. And granted, I haven't been to a lot of comedy rooms that are culture or more black. I should say. I haven't been to many of those just yet.
Right.
But when I go do these other open mics, it's, you know, like I'm one of like 5 maybe, and it'll be like 25, 30 people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I do that shit.
That's dope, man. How long you been doing that?
Yo, I started maybe like a month ago.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so you still fresh.
Yeah, that's all. I'm just getting out there, I'm recording the shit, looking at, you know, watching it back. And I'm not really worried about putting out like early content just so I can see the progression later.
Right.
Because I know you've been streaming for a long time, so you can see your growth. Because you're like your editing skills, you know, we always give you praise.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro.
Podcast layout and you probably find that layouts and all of that is better each time. Like,
thank you.
You and Sage have like best technicality with y'all streams as far as keeping them up with the audio drops and transition and stuff. Y'all keep y'all joint real smooth.
Man, thank you, bro. That means a lot, dog. For real. Like I said, when you get compliments from those people that you respect, man, especially on your and it's regards to your work ethic, that means the most to me, man. I do put a lot of time and stuff, man. So I'm glad people notice me. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. It's got to be flowers every time. Niggas be playing. I don't want to get flowers. That's real, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Real, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Like I said, you're a major motivation for and inspiration to me as well, man. From the first day I met you, dog, especially in this Tekken game. And like I said, we formulated a dope bond, so I really appreciate that, and I don't take that for granted either. With that, man, many blessings to you. We want to get to the chat. We have quite a few questions, man. First question coming in from Sage, who you just mentioned. He said, "Who are some of your favorite people to train with, and who do you think has made you a better player throughout your Tekken journey?"
Shout out to that General Deaky.
Hey, Freaky Deaky boys.
Boy, AKA Bavez. Sage. Fuck, yo. I think we talked about it before. I think I told Sage before. I never really asked for like sparring partners and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was just like, fuck with you. I'm gonna go spar with Doc. I'm gonna spar with Six. I'm gonna spar with Sage off the strength. Like, you know, people definitely get asked to play and stuff sometimes, but I never really sought out like training partners and shit. I really just like learned from losing and studying on my own, like outside of streams or whatever. Like I can't front. If you really ain't the homie, I might not give you games.
Right, right. Facts.
I can't say I have like I can't say I've ever had a solid training partner in this game, like ever. Okay. Somebody I could just be like, yo, I'll play later, jump on. And granted, again, stepping up, I know you would be there in a heartbeat. Right. But again, that's Tekken. It's just like, yo, you my nigga. I'm gonna just ask you for games.
Right.
You know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, at least 10 games, we ain't even worried about what we doing. We just talking and
just talking, rapping, bro. Facts. Facts.
Even when I get invited by somebody new from the stream, I gotta beat their ass because I don't want the niggas to come back to the Unruly this and no. So usually somebody act through the stream, it's like, all right, let me whoop this nigga real quick. Right. It's one of those moves.
Right. You gotta give him that initiation hazing, you know. Hey, welcome to Alliance. It is Alliance then. Don't get it twisted. We are Lions.
Hey, listen, you get on this outside, my nigga. We all hands, my nigga.
That's a fact, bro.
I ain't holding that.
That's a fact, man. All of us bite. Lions, wolves, cobras, all of us bite, man. The Lions, then we are lions, kings and queens. Lions and lionesses, we do not play.
It's the first time we ever talk playing, my nigga. Right. We ain't gonna be talking shit every time now.
Right. Facts. Facts. And then we got another question coming in from DZ. We ain't gonna stay too long on this question because you already answered this question. But you know DV he a caddy pusher, man. He be pushing all them weights, you know. So when they be muscle heads, they can't hear nothing. You know, it takes them a while to absorb some information. But he asked what was already answered. What's your favorite stance if you have one for Lay? You know.
So I'm gonna go. Shout out my man.
He got all the muscles in his head. He can't hear.
No, hey, DZ the homie. Look. So fucking, I was trying to show this shit, but the little
the green screen message, yeah, the filter, I got you, yeah. Okay, I see it though. I see it, yeah, right there. It's good. Yep. We see it right there.
Artwork and shit on it, and y'all know DZ be hooking up Doc with his designs and stuff. Facts. He actually hooked me up. He actually hooked me up with a new template on the low.
Oh, word? That's
he hooked me up with the late template.
That's dope.
And fucking he did that shit a minute ago too. Like I should have got it done. But I told him I wanted to get a new lever and shit before I installed it and everything. But it's fly ass. It's like a black drunken master shit. And this part was hard, my nigga. He did for the button inserts. He did one of Lay's animal stances for each button insert. So he did one for like snake. He did a dragon one, he did a panther, tiger, he did a crane, he did each
That's dope,
button.
Man.
That shit's fly. That shit's fly as hell.
That's
fire,
fly as hell. Man. Yeah, shout out to my boy DC, man. I talk trash, but it's just out of love, man. That's my boy right there, man. We have another question coming in from Ari, man. He said, do you think Lay needs more or something different from his drunken fist stance? Okay. Listen to Ari, all right. Hey, you see Ari?
Fucking drunken stance is definitely his most underutilized stance, maybe. That one and Phoenix are underutilized. Crane don't get much love either. Right. But I was hoping they would have given drunken stance a rage drive if they had kept Tekken 8. I was thinking that might have happened. Make his drunken fit his drunken one, his punch or whatever. That might have been his rage drive. And I saw another player in the chat mention maybe making his drunken spinning headbutt a rage drive as well.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. because drunken stance, like, it's one of them untapped stances to me, because I only use it so often. Like wall Oki, I'll use drunken. I might throw it out in the open or against Steve players because they got a lot of punches, because it has like a built-in parry in it.
Right. Okay.
So you can use and to kind of for evasiveness and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know what I would give it overall.
Yeah.
Like
that's a good question, man. Yeah, that's a good question.
Maybe just
elaborate question.
Slightly faster. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the moves, the fastest move is a low, I think.
Right.
I think Drunken 3 is like, I don't know, 16. It's pretty slow. Like Drunken 1 is like 18. Like it's not, the moves in that stance aren't that fast. Oh no, I think Drunken 2 might be the fastest.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's mid-high. But yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. That was a good elaborate answer too, man. I know that's what it caused. All right, next question. We're gonna take 2 more questions. One coming in from Will, Rain King. Why do you think that people believe Lei is top tier?
His damage output, bro. His damage output really, like, I think with walls, if I did he got a string, the crane dance shit. If I did that whole string with walls, like everything lands, it's like a 150 or some dumb shit. Like no rage, nothing.
Right.
The full crane dance string into the bread and butter combo is like 150 damage or something stupid with walls or something crazy with Lei. I think that, along with, of course, his matchup knowledge, is going to give him a lot of different, a lot of left in his matchup.
And when you say matchup knowledge, you talk about his opponent's lack of matchup knowledge towards Lei.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, on the other hand, he's super goddamn linear to me. Like,
right.
Like, you could walk a lot of his good shit. You know what I'm saying? But again, that doesn't get exposed until I run into Bix and GMs and guys that have like really good knowledge of the matchup. He's really linear. Okay. That's why I think he's like right outside of being like high mid tier, low S tier. Because I'm telling you though, he has the punishment.
Right.
He got the tools, keep out. You know what I'm saying? He got the frames. He lacking it plus frame wise in areas. Like he doesn't have too much plus frame stuff on block, but his variety of being able to get into his stances and everything, I think that keeps him afloat in the mid-tier class, along with just being kind of having a good toolkit overall. Lei, he's really good. I ain't gonna front. Lei is good. He's a good character.
That's what's up, man. I think he's good too. I also think Julie is good too. You know what I'm saying? But that might not be for the reason that everybody else says. But I think people be exaggerating some things in my opinion. But I'm gonna take 2 more questions, man. One from Cameron. Cameron asked, what do you think Lei's worst matchup is?
See, so I'm the wrong player for that, Cameron, because I ain't the guy that knows matchups well enough overall to even do that. But over the years, Gigas is one that's really bad for Lei. Eddie is one. A lot of any of the great sidestep characters, Lily, Elisa, Katrina, they shit down. Any counter hit characters, Oscar, Brian, I noticed I get fucked up by them because I could go into Razor Rush range 2 or something, and by the time I get to my 3rd point in Razor Rush, Oscar or Brian could just hit me with a CH move. Like I learned that a lot too.
Counter hits go crazy.
Yeah, Lei doesn't do good with pressure.
Okay.
And neutral. Oh.
Okay, man. That's a good answers, man. Okay, this is a final question coming in from my boy Red Katsuki, man, the young boy, man. Shout out to Katsuki.
The young lord.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He asked, well, I like his question a lot, so I'm gonna skip it. We got one more question from Stacks. Let me get another question from Stacks, and then this will be the last one for real up until Red's, because we gonna end it with Red. I like Red's question, but from Stacks, my boy UB Stacks, who we had featured on the last episode, episode 4, I think, of the podcast. He said, "What games do you enjoy outside of Tekken?"
And man, Stacks, Bob Gang.
Yes, sir. Bob Mafia leader. Let's go, leader of the Bob Mafia.
Fucking I play a lot of fucking. Oh, I did. I played a lot of shooters, Battlefield, COD, and then I played a lot of Souls games. Right now, I'm kind of like back and forth with the Wulong shit right now.
Hey.
It's like a Weenie Hut-Jim. It's like a beginner friendly Neo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. I'm not mad at it. Like it's a solid game overall.
Right.
But it's I like Neo's art better. I think.
Yeah. So you play was it Wolong, and then you play Lei Wulong. Lei Wulong.
I hated the fact that those are two things.
That's funny, bro. Yeah, we play Wolong and then play Lei Wulong. That's funny as heck. But now, this is how we got ended out, man. My boy Red Katsuki, he said, "What is your favorite Jackie Chan movie?" I think that's a fire question, bro.
Ooh.
That might be the best question.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, bro. That is a tough one.
Well, I can say a few. Like the first few that jumped out at me was Super Cop,
bro.
It's Hard Master,
bro.
Yeah, Rumble in the Bronx.
Ooh, Rumble in the Bronx, bro. They put Buddy in the wood chopper, bro. Oh my gosh, the wood shredder, whatever it's called.
Yep. I remember that shit.
Yes, bro. They was ruthless in Rumble in the Bronx, bro.
That shit. I remember it because again we were younger then.
Right.
That was like first like R-rated movies. I kind of remember. When I saw. So I remember it kind of being like, damn, like he just got got that wood chipper, like
bro, chop Buddy up.
So yeah, I think those three like jumped out at me, or those couple, the Rush Hour series,
Rush Hour classics,
the Bronx, the Legend of the Drunken Master.
I like the fire one.
Cool. He had shit like Operation Condor, Jackie Chan First Strike.
Yup. First strike, bro. That's so. Oh man.
Yeah, a lot of cool shit. Yo.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. For me personally, it's hard for me to get away from Super Cop, and like you said, Rumble in the Bronx. It's hard for me to get away from that. But then mainstream, of course. I know Rush Hour 1. Like how you, bro? Rush Hour 1 was fire, bro. Like I mean, all the Rush. I liked all three of them, but Rush Hour 1 was that was. Man, him and then maybe I'm a little biased too. Really, Chris Tucker's one of my favorite funny guys. You know what I'm saying? Comedians. You know, so
I see. That's a tough one. Yeah, that's how you said that was Jackie's mainstream approach. You know what I'm saying? That tuxedo, medallion. Those are like
medallion. I forgot about medallion. Yeah, tuxedo.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are mainstream. Yeah.
Campy. You know what I mean? Rush Hour was that, but you know, for the middle age. You know what I mean? Like you said, comedian and shit. It's a great series.
It's great.
You can't be mad.
Yeah,
it's just a great series.
Yeah, so I might stick with either Super Cop or I like Michelle Yeoh too. So I think I'm gonna stick with Super Cop for me. But that's why I was like, I know that's gonna be a hard question, man, because that's just tough, man.
That is something. You know, that's a little tidbit to kind of check a lay player on because, initially that's
Jackie
one
Chan
of the first.
right.
You know, I play because of Jackie Chan. It's like, all right, what you know about Jackie Chan?
Right.
You know what I mean? Knowledge check. I was there, though.
Yes, sir. That was a good elaborate answer again, man. But, yeah, we going to wrap it up, man. Unruly, man. Definitely a pleasure, man, not just playing the game with you, but meeting you, you know what I'm saying? Turning from an acquaintance to a brotherhood, to a friendship, you know what I'm saying, fellowship, all that, man. So appreciate you taking the time out your day to share your time with us, man, and it was definitely a pleasure, man. I love the episode, man, so look forward to episode 7 on the podcast, man. Pride Talks Live with the Doc, featuring my boy Unruly. We out. God bless. Peace. Enjoy what you just saw? Click on this playlist for more of my online matches and battles against the hardest CPU. Follow my other socials as well. Don't forget to like the video.